But Pam, thank you for joining us on the Building Texas show today. We're here at America's House around South by Southwest, but tell me a little bit about who you are and what you're doing in North Texas.
Well, very nice to be here, Justin. I came to North Texas in the summer of 2023, having spent a lot of time down in Texas on some boards and in my fintech space, and saw a real opportunity to be able to create and be part of an ecosystem that's just starting to grow.
Yeah.
But by nature, I'm a founder, but it's a point in my life that I wanted to give back. And so it was about how do we collaborate and how do we connect more buyers and sellers, but putting it here in Texas was seeing the anticipation of the amount of growth that we have going on.
And you're specifically in Arlington.
I am in Arlington.
Okay.
I like to refer to Arlington now that I've been there 2.5 years as the North Texas corridor.
Okay.
Because what we found is Arlington's smack dab, like in
Right
the middle.
between.
So if you're in Fort Worth and you're going to an event in Dallas, you might think twice about, like, am I going to go there tonight? So what I've really tried to do is use the Arlington location. But the other thing is the resources that we have in Arlington for innovation,
Right.
as we're all looking at how do we create experiences, how do we come together. We are very well equipped for experiences in Arlington, as you know.
Yeah.
We have the Grand Prix this weekend.
The Grand Prix this weekend, but you also have satellite companies moving there. You have innovative companies moving there. And I like that corridor conversation because we were on a panel today here at America House talking about the silos and how do you get regions working together. And it sounds like you're in that.
I love it. And part of what I've been able to do is how do we bring these things together, right? So we didn't do it this time, but this was the first Grand Prix. But I was thinking we need an innovation paddock club.
Yeah.
And do it privately. So I think there's a way to use that area. And Arlington is incredibly excited about that. But really, people know them for building buildings, right?
Right.
Big things. But, you know, I don't know if every startup's going to go there, but I do think that it is a great place for us to convene. But there's great resource at UTA. What the Arlington School District does for innovation is quite impressive as
Yep.
well. So at all of our events, we always have the entrepreneur high school kids as volunteers at our events.
But where can people find more about what you do and get more plugged into this concept of the corridor and helping innovators in?
Well, I'm pretty active on LinkedIn.
Okay.
I'm not a big fan of Calendarly.
Okay.
I think it's the worst invention of all time, actually.
Right.
But, and I answer all my LinkedIn messages.
Okay.
I might be a little slow sometimes, but I do try, and you never know who you're going to meet. That's why I take all cold calls too.
Well, thank you for the time on the panel today, and thank you for time with us. And
Jesse, it was great to meet you.
Great.
I've heard wonderful things about you.
I appreciate
So I'm
that.
finally glad to make an authentic connection with you.
Well, it's great to meet you, and thank you for building Texas.
Thank you.